Hello, good morning children. Welcome back to the offline class. And today I will be taking the last chapter, that is chapter 11, which it talks about cleanliness, health and hygiene. So before we go to the topic, it is always good to know the fact why we need to study all this. Alright, we all know that there are many things in our surroundings, right? Everything that is near and around us are called surroundings, like buildings, roads, rivers, ponds, plants, in fact animals, and besides that we can also mention soil or earth, then air, and what else? Water. That is those things comprises of our surroundings. All right. Now, why do we need to study these surroundings? Because it is one-sided coin, along with this cleanliness, health, and hygiene. So before we go deep into it, it is always good to know why we need to know about our surroundings. In other words, surrounding means environment. Alright. Now, to keep ourselves neat and clean, we need to know some objectives where we will discuss it now. Now, at first, let us try to study personal cleanliness. Personal cleanliness. Okay, what is personal cleanliness? Personal cleanliness is actually, it means about ourselves. We like to talk and we like to see and we like to admire those who are very neat and clean and with decent dress, right? Those who are clean and neat, they always stay fit and healthy. So now, before we go to that personal cleanliness, it is always good to know the first step that our surroundings should be neat and clean. Now, why do we need to keep our surroundings clean? Because to keep away the germs, and the dirt, because that can cause you some sickness or you may fall sick. All right. Now we have to know hygiene. Let us come first with hygiene. Hygiene is actually nothing but the activities that we do to keep our health neat and clean and healthy. Activities or activity that we do to keep what? Ourselves or yourselves neat and healthy. So this is known to be what? Hygiene. Alright. So neat and healthy. What do we need to do? The activities. Activities, we have to take bath regularly, we have to wash clothes, neat and tidy clothes, and we need to take bath regularly, we need to sleep at least 8 hours, and we need to brush our teeth and wash our hands with soaps. All these things are under the personal cleanliness. Now let us discuss one by one what are the needs and what are the items that we should follow to make our personal or ourselves clean. Now, the first one under this personal cleanliness, we can write hand wash. When do we wash our hand? We wash our hand before and after what? Meal or after eating food. Meal means after eating food. So, hand wash is very important before and after meal. And again, before and after toilet. Not before, it is only after toilet. So, after toilet, we need to wash our hands very regularly. With what you need to wash? Either with soap, good soap, or hand wash. So, regular hand wash is very important to keep our personal hygiene or cleanliness. Alright? Then, secondly, we can come back to Secondly, we can come back to oral hygiene. Oral hygiene. What is oral hygiene? Oral is related to our mouth. So, what do we need to do to clean our mouth? We need to brush our teeth at least twice a day. One early in the morning as soon as you wake up or get up from the bed. And secondly, before you go to the bed in the night time. So, when you do this regular wash, then you maintain your oral or mouth fresh. Secondly, at least after 3 months or 2.5 months, you need to change your brush. Toothbrush that needs to be changed. And if possible, every after 6 months or 7 months, if you go to the dental for your regular checkup, that will help you to stay clean and hygiene. Then we need to rinse our mouth. Rinse, wash our mouth after the meal. After eating any foods, beverage or juice, anything, we should wash our mouth or rinse our mouth. So that is one part. Now let us come to the third one, personal cleanliness. That includes what? Bathing. Bathing is very important. One must take bath after playing or after going back from schools or after coming back from office or after coming back from the farm, whatever we do, we should clean ourselves by taking bath. By taking bath, we clean ourselves and we maintain our body clean and hygiene. And to stay fit and healthy, we need to take regular bath, at least once in a day or twice if possible. And this must be practiced and we must follow it every day. In winter sometimes we try to avoid taking bath, but we should not do that. So because the water becomes cold, so in order to avoid, what we can do is we can warm the water and make it as a lukewarm water and take bath regularly instead of avoiding it. So if we practice this, we are maintaining ourselves, our health and hygiene to stay fit and healthy. Now let us come back to another point, that is number 4, hair care. Hair care. It is very important to know that our hair is also very important. We need to wash it with shampoo or a good soap. We need to take it bath regularly and wash it. Along with it, we have to wash our hair. When we do this, we keep our head and hair clean. Otherwise, what happens if we don't take regular bath, if we don't clean it, then we may have dandruff. Dandruff can cause your hair fall and you may turn into bald head later. So that is why it is always good to apply shampoo and to make your hair good texture or shining or make it look the hair surface glow. You always need to apply hair oil. Hair oil. Any brand you can apply for it to make your hair smooth and look silky. Alright? So, apart from that, we should also comb our hair regularly. Combing hair is very important. Once in the morning and once in the evening or at a regular interval, we can comb our hair, which keep our hair neat and clean. Alright, now another point apart from this, personal cleanliness, it comes under personal cleanliness. Nails. We all have nails. Sometimes we can see people putting long nails with dirty nails inside it, in the nail bags. So all these things should be avoided. And most of the time, even children, young or adult, grown-up people, they practice biting their nails. This is very bad. It can cause you sickness because inside the nails there can be germs, okay, germs in the nail bags. So as far as possible, we should avoid biting nails with our teeth. So what we can do is, we can trim our nail with the help of nail cutter once in a week. That will look your nails, look nails clean and hygiene. And time to time, we need to trim it once in a week. So that is one care that should be taken once in a week. Remember, once in a week. What you have to do? You need to trim it. Trim means cut. Alright. Now, another point is clothes. We should always wear clothes, wear clean and wash clothes. Why need to do this? Because this will give you fresh look and fresh feeling. But what happens if you continue to put the same clothes for 3-4 days? Those are getting, your sweat comes and it stucks all in the clothes, and later what happens? It stinks. And if you continue to put that, you may fall sick because that clothes will contain germs. So it is not healthy for us. So as far as possible, we should take care putting neat and wash clothes every day. That is how we can maintain our personal cleanliness. Now let us come back to the next objectives, that is looking after our body. So the second objective comes looking after our body. Second objective is looking after our body. Now you see, our body is very important. Our body is very important to survive. So for energy building, what do we do? Or body building? We need to have lots of milk, eggs, and nuts. Why do we need this food items? This is for bodybuilding. Alright, this is for bodybuilding. If we eat regular, we can maintain and it will give us our bones and muscles strong. So it will give our bones and muscles strong. This is bodybuilding, milk, eggs and nuts. Now another one we can say rice, jaggery, potato, etc., etc. It gives, this is energy building. Energy building. This is energy building. Energy building food. When you eat this rich food of rice, jaggery and potato, it gives you what? It gives you energy to work, play and do activities. Alright? So this is one. And on the other hand, protective food, it includes what? Protective foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, etc. These are important. These are protective food because it protects germs which will harm to your body. If we eat all this, it will protect the germs from the germs to get infection in our body. So what? This protective food supplements to protect the germs. Alright. Now, how can we take care of our body? All these things are important to know. Bodybuilding, energy giving and protective food. So these are very important in our daily life to get us health, health, hygiene and protective. Now let us come back to the point. What we must do to look after our body. Number one, we must wash our hands and mouth before and after eating. Alright, this is one point. Or after every meal, that we must chew. We must chew what? Our food slowly and chew well. Chew slowly and chew well. Yeah, we should not talk while eating. Why? Because if you talk while eating, it can cause you what? Breathing difficulties, and it may cause you a big damage. So it can choke us. That is one point. And number three, we also know we must eat always fresh food. Fresh food. To keep our body fit and healthy, we must eat a fresh food. Not a stale one, not spoiled food or old food. Because that can cause you sickness. And fourthly, we have to eat different food. Not only one item of food, different food with correct quantity or amount. Alright? And we should avoid eating uncovered food, especially which are carried by hawkers. We should avoid eating all those, because what happened on top of the food items, what they sold or which they sell, there may be a germs. There are chances of infection. So better avoid the uncovered food sold by the hawkers or vendors. All right. Then another point is we must drink what? Water. At least 8 to 10 glasses every day. And next point is we should also drink milk at least 2 glasses every day. So these are the basic things that we should follow to maintain our body healthy and fit. And we have to eat lot of fruits. Eat lot of fruits. As far as possible, we should try to eat lot of fruits to stay fit and to prevent sickness or to prevent from falling ill. And apart from this, there are a few more things that we need to follow to maintain our body fit and healthy. What are those? Like exercises. It may come yoga, cycling, it may be aerobics, or it may be swimming, it may be playing, it may be gymnastic, etc. So all these things we need to follow up to maintain our body fit and healthy. We need to take some time for regular yoga, cycling, aerobics, swimming, playing, gymnastics, jogging, running, whatever possible we can. We need to uphold at least 1 or 2 items from this to maintain our body fit and fine. Now, let us come back to another objective, which is nothing but cleanliness in our surroundings. Alright. Now, this is very important, as we have already discussed a moment ago. Cleanliness in the surrounding. Cleanliness in the surroundings. Okay, as I have already said, surrounding, in another word, it is environment. Surrounding is environment. Okay, near and around your area, but it may be buildings, it may be playground, it may be pond, it may be rivers, it may be wall, it may be roads. Alright, all this presence of all these places or things includes, or we can state it as our surroundings. It may be forest, it may be plantations, it may be tea estates, whichever is near to your area, those are known to be surroundings. Alright, now why do we need to keep our surrounding clean? That is the question here. Now, before we go to that, you know what is garbage? Garbage is nothing but things that are unwanted or waste, which are no more in use or no more in need and are already thrown or useless. These are called garbage. So what happened? Most of the time you can see that garbage are thrown near the house, near the roadside, inside the drain, then at the corner of the park or in the field. They are trashed and thrown here and there. So this is not a healthy one, or this is not a good practice that we are for. Most of the time you can see this in and around. So if these things are found and if these things are practiced, then what happens? The surrounding become unhygienic, the surrounding become unclean, and it hampers the health and life of the people, and it can also causes many sickness, many germs, many diseases. So for that, what we need to do, all those things need to be avoided. And sometimes we spit on the walls, we spit on the road. These are very bad habits that we practice, and it becomes unpleasant for the environment, and it makes it dirty and unpleasant. So what do we need to do to take these precautions or measures for this? How can we protect, or how can we avoid to practice all this? Now let us discuss few of it. How can we improve? So this is another objective, ways to improve. Improve what? Improve the surroundings. Alright? How can we improve the surroundings? So, number one, always throw the garbage in the dustbin in a proper area, not here and there in the surroundings or roadsides, or in the field, or in the drain. It should be always put in a proper place, that is put in the dustbin, all the garbage. Then avoid using what? Plastic bag. Avoid using plastic bags or bag. Then what alternative can we use in place of plastic bags? Either paper bags or what? Paper bags or jute bags. Yes, this can be utilized to avoid using plastic bags. And thirdly, we should not allow water to collect in your surroundings. Collect water means, water to collect in the surrounding means stagnant water. Stagnant means where water do not flow, it remains in one place. So we should not give a chance to stagnate or accumulate water in that particular area. What happens if it remains there? Mosquito will breed, and the mosquito, once it breeds, then it is very harmful for human. If it bites you, then you may get malaria or dengue. So for that, we need, or some other insects or some other creatures may come and shelter on it, so which are not good and hygiene for human. So we have to avoid that. And as far as possible, excuse me, we should not spit on the wall or road. Okay, spit means through. This one we should not practice in the room or outside, whatever. We should always spit either in a basin or in a dustbin, so that it doesn't affect the surroundings. Alright, then we should grow more and more trees. Why? To keep our surrounding green and airy. Fresh air will prevail. If we put and plant more and more trees. Alright, last but not the least, let us come to the last objective, that is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Do you know this? This is very famous and popular. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. In another word, we can call it Clean India. You know when it was launched? It was launched in the year 2014. In which month? And date? 2nd October. And by whom? It was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. And what is the significance or what is the importance of this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan? On this particular day, what happened on 2nd October every year, many people of India or citizens take parts on it to make a clean drive, cleanliness campaigning. So maximum here, the government employees, students, college students, school students, even the public, common publics, they took part on it or they take parts on it to clean the environment and make it the surroundings clean. So most of the time on this particular date, 2nd October, since 2014, this has been practiced to drive out all the dirts and make India clean. So this is the main focus and significance that we can see in this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So I believe you have understood what we have discussed in this chapter. So since this is the last chapter, so I wish you all in the coming days for your exam to do all the best. Thank you and have a good day.